All right, I'm joined by Martin Biron now to break down this game. And really, Marty, I have to start with Marc-André Fleury, 1,000th NHL game. Surefire Hall of Famer. All of this can be true, and he can still let in perhaps one of the most embarrassing goals we've ever seen. Take us through what Flower is thinking as he takes a big swipe at that puck and realizes, oops, it's just gone past me.
Well, there's some bad goals and some bad bounces. Look, I've given up my fair share of bad goals over the time, and sometimes they're hard to overcome, like a 50-foot wrist shot, right, that you just miss and you can't catch. But this is one of those bad bounces early in the game that you forget about it. You just say, okay, I'm not even going to think about it. I'm not going to look at the replay because everything you're reading is a 140-foot puck that goes off the wall and is coming towards you. Your defenseman's on the right side. I'm just going to push the puck over. And right as I'm trying to push it 3 feet in front of me, it takes a hop. It's early in the game, fresh ice. It shouldn't bounce that way. Now, maybe Fleury, late in the period, would stop it before moving it. Maybe a little careless in that way. But it's just a straight bad bounce. And obviously, Marc-André Fleury has had his fair share of experiences in games, but I don't think he's ever faced something that bounced that high and that quickly in front of him as he's trying to play the puck. So he overcame it, played really well in the game, 1,000th NHL game. That's pretty incredible for a goaltender, but this is something that he'll remember for a long time.
Well, and the good news for Flower and the Wild is they did get the win, as you said, Marty. And the Oilers, who are one of the Cup favorites heading into this season, now a 500 hockey team. Do you feel at this point, Marty, from what you've seen, that this team needs to actually shake up the roster a little bit?
Yeah, you got to work the phones now. You got to work the phones because it's McDavid and Draisaitl and nobody else, right? The next forward on the point list is Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with 9 points. He's not even in double digits right now. There's nobody. It's McDavid, Draisaitl, and nobody else. So you need to add the depth. The depth that you brought in over the summer is not working. It's not helping you win games. And you need saves. Right now, you look at Stuart Skinner. Last year started very slowly, but overcame that and took his team all the way to the Stanley Cup final. And I know you're going to want to, preach patience when it comes to Stuart Skinner. But there's really good goaltenders around the NHL that they probably could be talked about in transaction. Mackenzie Blackwood with the San Jose Sharks, John Gibson with the Anaheim Ducks. You can maybe even call Chicago and say, what's going on with Peter Mrazek? He's played really well in Chicago in his time there, and the Blackhawks are not winning, not because of goaltending. So the Oilers have got to do at least one of two things. Get a goalie that's going to help you win tight games because your offense is not scoring, or get somebody up front that's going to help McDavid and Draisaitl score more goals to overcome. Maybe you got to do both, but you got to do something right now. You got to shake it up because you can't fire your coach again this year in November.
And the Oilers facing a tough task in their next game. They'll host the New York Rangers on Saturday night.